Success isn't accidental, it is intentional. It is a product of focused effort, sacrifice, and resilience. Today, we will explore the powerful forces that shape remarkable landmarks. And this includes imagination, words, and sacrifice. By the end of this episode, you will not only be inspired, but also equipped with practical steps to start making your own remarkable landmarks. Let's dive in. Imagination helps us to break through limits. Trust me, if you can see it, then you can achieve it. Imagination is not just a mental exercise, it is the blueprint of every great achievement. The tallest buildings, groundbreaking innovations, and life-changing missions all started in someone's mind. In Genesis chapter 11, from verse 5 through 6, we could see that the people of Babel imagined a tower reaching heaven. And God himself acknowledged that nothing they conceived was impossible for them. This is the power of imagination. In this regard, there are action steps I want to encourage us to take when it comes to imagination. Number one, dare to dream beyond the ordinary. Number two, stop limiting yourself by past experiences or societal expectations. And number three, stop or spend time rather visualizing your success. Very important. How you feel about your success, what it would look like. Sit down and ask yourself this simple question: what do I need to imagine today that I have been afraid to think about? If you could resolve this, trust me, you'll be walking seamlessly in the possibilities of what imaginations could do for you to make a remarkable landmark. Number two is words. Words help us to speak our future into reality. You agree with me that in scripture, the very first time words were used were actually not for communication, but rather for creation. God said, "Let there be," and it became. That is the power of words. So words have the capacity to shape our realities. Every success or failure is first spoken before it is lived. What you consistently say about yourself, your goals, and your future determines what you experience. In John chapter 1 and verse 14, and the Word was made flesh. If we trickle down to Numbers chapter 13 from verse 30 through 32, we could see Caleb and Joshua had a declared victory while others spoke defeat. The words they chose determined their destiny. The words they chose or spoke determined their destiny. What are the action steps that we could take in this regard? Number one, speak boldly about your vision even before it materializes. Number two, replace negative self-talk, with faith-driven declarations. I'll say that again. Replace negative self-talk with faith-driven declarations. And number three, surround yourself with people who reinforce a culture of positive speech. Now, this is one of the things you could do to yourself when it comes to what you have to say to make remarkable landmark. What words have I been speaking over my life, and how can I change them to align with my purpose. Very important. Let's move on to the third point, which is sacrifice. Sacrifice has over time been known as a trademark for greatness. Every remarkable landmark comes with a cost. No great achievement comes without sacrifice, whether it is time, comfort, or resources. Every remarkable success story is marked by a price that was willingly paid. In Genesis chapter 8, verse 20 through 22, Noah's sacrifice moved God to make an eternal covenant. But I want us to understand something in that scripture. He offered up burnt offerings. If burnt offerings could make that level of mark, imagine what sacrifice could do. In John 3, verse 16, scripture makes us understand that God's ultimate sacrifice was giving his only son for a greater return. That is saving humanity. What does that mean? God had to take the risk of going bankrupt to win other sons. So sacrifice is more than burnt offerings. Until you are able to lose everything for what is best, you've not attained sacrifice. What are the action steps that you could take when it comes to sacrifice? Number one, identify what you need to let go of to reach your next level. For us to move to the next level in life, there are a lot of things to be sacrificed. Sometimes it may demand us to, drop some kind of friendship, some kind of things, etc., etc. Number two, invest in growth, whether it is through learning, serving, or stepping out of your comfort zone. Invest in growth. There is no one that have a return on investment without an investment. It takes an investment to be qualified for a return on investment. What have you invested in that you are expecting a return on investment? Number three, embrace short-term discomfort for a long-term impact. Very important. Very important. I want to believe that with these three principles that are trademarks to create a remarkable landmark, I'm trusting that as we reflect on this, there will be some significant changes around our atmosphere. So in terms of sacrifice, what is the key thing that you should ask yourself? Very simple. What am I willing to sacrifice today to build a remarkable future? If you can answer that, you've begun a very recommendable or commendable step towards greatness. In closing, I would like to draw this, that landmarks basically is in two forms. There is the long landmark and there is a short landmark. I will encourage us to go for the long landmark. The reason is this: that is what is visible, and that is what could be, as we end this episode, I would want to leave you with today's landmark challenge. Number one, write down 3 things you will start imagining differently. Number 2, speak one positive declaration over your life daily. Number 3, identify one area you need to make a sacrifice to grow. And I want you to also take this prayer point before we meet again in the next episode. Say, "Oh Lord, let my life be marked by remarkable achievements that will outlive me. May my impact be visible, transformational, and enduring. I can guarantee you that the God of heaven will hear you. Did this episode inspire you? Share your thoughts, and let's continue this journey of making remarkable landmarks together. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this with someone that needs it. Stay tuned for the next episode. Your breakthrough might just be one mindset shift away. Thank you.